Question 14. Make x the subject of the equation. 3y is equal to y plus p over q plus 1 over x. There are general ends concerning making the subject of the formula or of the equation. First, if you have roots on both sides, you can remove the roots by squaring. If you have square roots, we square, and sometimes you can remove the logarithms, or we can add logarithms to make a power the subject. For example, if something was raised to power y, because y is not a known power, we can only remove it by introducing logarithms on both sides. However, most of them just requires collecting of like terms and working on either side of the equal sign. So you can either remove the cube roots, or use the logarithms, or even remove the logarithms depending on the equation. So for the equation that we have at hand, we are going to start by just collecting like terms, so that we have 3y minus y is equal to p over q plus 1 over x. In this way, we get 2y is equal to p over q plus 1 over x. Because we are supposed to make x the subject of the formula, we can multiply both sides. First of all, by q plus 1 over x, so that we have 2y times q plus 1 over x is equal to p over q plus 1 over x times q plus 1 over x. In this case, that will cancel out, so that we're going to have 2y times q plus 1 over x. Now we can have q plus 1 over x alone, so that we have, of course, we have 2y into q plus 1 over x is equal to p. To remain with q plus 1 over x alone, we are going to have q plus 1 over x is equal to p over 2y. Because if you multiply, divide by 2y on both sides, that's what it becomes. So from there, we can bring q the other side, then we solve completely, so that we have 1 over x on its own is equal to p over 2y minus q. We can get the LCM. The LCM is 2y, and p goes into 2y, so that we have p minus 2yq is equal to 1 over x. So 1 over x is equal to p minus 2yq over 2y. Because we have x as the denominator, but you want to make it the subject of the formula, and because we have 1 over that particular x, then the only solution at this point is to get the reciprocal. If we get the reciprocal on the left hand side, we also get the reciprocal on the right hand side, so that whatever is done on the right is also done on the left. So the reciprocal in this case will be x over 1 is equal to 2y over p minus 2yq. This simply means that x is equal to 2y over p minus 2yq. And for this equation, we get m1 for the first simplification of bringing 2y on one side, m1 for solving so that we have q plus 1 over x on the other side, in an attempt to have 1 over x on its own, and a1 for working out actually until you get the value of x as the subject of the equation.